Hey guys, it's Laurie here at Lore Stitches on YouTube and also at Lore Stitches over on Instagram. Welcome back to my end of the year WIP Parade for 2024. Hi guys, so I am so sorry. I'm just reading a note from my friend Brandy. I told her I was going to film this because my goal of my WIP Parade today is not necessarily to show you all of my WIPs, which is also a goal. The goal for me today is to find a missing project. So I had lost it previously. Right after I stitched on it, I think I tucked it in with something else and I was running low on bags. And now I found it after that and then I stitched on it and then I've lost it again. So I'm hoping that somewhere in the stacks that are surrounding me that you can't quite see that we find it today. So let's see. We will see. All right. So we are going to start with my oldest WIP first and then move forward. I'm not going to talk about plans in this video because I'm going to have a whole separate video about plans because I have the best plan I have ever dreamt up in my entire life. So stay tuned for that because I am so excited about it. And I've been talking it over with my friend Brandy, who's a stitchy friend and a college friend, and we worked together friend like when we were like 19, I want to say. Sorry, Brandy, I just outed our ages. Anyway, so I okayed it through my husband. You guys are going to die. I'm dying. I'm dying inside when I think about it. But again, that's for the plans for 2025 video. So, oh, I'm just so excited. Okay. So my very first one we're going to start with is I will try to remember to say the fabrics. I will try to remember to say the bags. I will try to remember to say the Needleminders. But if not, I will put as much as I can in the comments below. They do have a max on that. And I did hit that max when I did my WIP Parade mid-year, so I will put as many of them as I can. So my oldest piece is called The Guide. The artist is Brigid Ashwood, and it's by Heaven and Earth Designs, but you can't find it anymore. I started this in 2004. It was after January 30th of 2004, because that's when my husband and I got married. And the goal is to stitch this for the best man in our wedding. So I started it right after our wedding because he loves wolves. And so I've been working on it for over 20 years. I don't have as much done on it as I should. Sorry for all the crinkles. This is in a bag by SheriSewSweet on Etsy. And I keep this on a scroll frame in a pillowcase because that way the dust doesn't get on it. We have hella dust in my house. I think from 4 long-haired golden retrievers and 2 long-haired Maine Coon kittens. And plus I have the kittens that we rescued from the barn and my 6-year-old cat. So yeah, we have lots of pets, and so we have lots of hair, and my hair is everywhere as well. So this is on a white Monaco, and the Needleminder is Gina's Unique Boutique, which a lot of mine are from. This, I'm trying to, here, some of it is tipped up on that scroll rod there, but this is what I have done on it so far. So I'm now on this page over here, as you can see. This was before I found out about easy gridded fabrics. So now all of my full coverage are on easy grid because I'm going to be 50 soon. So I can't do this tiny little counting thing as well as I used to. But anyway, so this is going to play a big part in my plans next year. So keep an eye out for that video. But you can see the ear on my wolf, the side of his face here, like I'm getting to the exciting part. Like this is not so exciting, but I just need to knock it out. It's not a full page. because you can see it kind of goes right here and there's nothing stitched over here on this part of the page. This fabric is horribly dirty and messy and whatever, but I'm just gonna have to wash it when it's done because it's been with me for 21 years almost. So yeah, it's in DMC, and yep, this is what he looks like. So he was actually also just called in WIP Go for December of this year, but I have not gotten to him. And I probably won't because today is December 28th, I think. 29th, 30th, 31st, 1st. Yeah, I think it's the 28th. It's Saturday, whatever day Saturday is. The 28th. Okay, good. So I have him out in case I have time to stitch on him to finish my WIP Go goal. My WIP Go goal is 1,000 stitches though, and I only have a few days left in December, so I'm not sure if I will get to him. Okay, my next one. There's kind of a big gap here. This is Passione Ricamo, Dawn, a Fairy Spirit of Grace. This is what she would look like completed. I have completed one of her fairies, and it's framed, and it's in my living room. This one, I have trouble with. This bag is by Pinky Promises. She is my most favorite bag seller on Etsy because her bags have the vinyl front to it. I don't want to show you all of it because I have some of the pattern here. And then the back is embroidered. And then the inside fabric kind of matches the design. So I have a couple of this one. This fabric is one of mine. I called it Fairy Tears. It was a painted fabric. I have a Harry Potter Needleminder on here. I can't for the life of me remember where it's from, but it should be down in the notes below. This is where she is. You can see I've got a big part of her dress done. So this is up here in the chest area. This is some of her hair that's come down behind her back, and then the dress goes down like this. The reason that I have not stitched on this as much, I started this January 8th, 2006. The reason I haven't stitched on this as much is because the color of the dress is very similar to the color in the fabric, and so I'm trying to decide if I need to outline that, but I just need to keep going with it because I will see better later, because if the blue is right beside her dress, it won't be so bad because her dress goes out this way too. So we'll see. We'll see what will come of that. But I had UFO'd it for a while, but I am ready to get back into getting that stitched. So we shall see. Also, during another goal from my WIP Go today will be to pick 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more projects for my WIP Go board for 2025. She's already called numbers for January. I haven't looked to see what they are yet. I don't even know which ones they are. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I've got 5. So anyway, when I come across something that I want to stick on there, I'm going to stick it on there. My next project, I'm hoping I don't tip these piles over here. You guys can't see how precarious this is Mirabilia Bluebeard's Princess. But I am doing a conversion found on the Mirabilia Facebook page, the Mira Conversions page. And it's the teal and black conversion. I don't have a picture of what that's going to look like, but you can kind of see what it's going to look like because you can see the color changes here. So I really like that teal and black conversion. This is from Gina's Unique Boutique, the Needleminder. The fabric is one I did. I called it Violet Splendor. And this is a Garon Tottenbags. And yeah, this is the fantasy one. So it's got castles and such on it. It's pretty. This one has been in timeout. So we'll see if I can get back to her too. She may remain in timeout again this year. I'm mad at her. She was real hard for me to stitch last time I picked her up. So, okay. She was started January 26th, 2019. So you can see there's a big gap from Dawn, Fairy Spirit of Grace from 2006, and then Bluebeard's Princess in 2019, because my stitchy bug was gone for many years, and I was going to nursing school in that time, and I did my associate's degree, my bachelor's degree, and my master's degree in that time as well. So that would be the reason for part of it. So all nursing. So yeah, that was rough courses. And my husband was deployed during my nursing school, my associate's degree. And I had 2 teens to take care of at that time. So yeah, that was a little bit busy, and I was not stitching at that time. Okay, so the next one is one that you all may know. Oh, no, wait, sorry, I got another one first. Another Mirabilia. So this is July's Amethyst Fairy. I started her January 27th, 2019. I must have been on a roll, the 26th and the 27th. I love this pattern. A lot of people don't like it because July is Ruby and February is Amethyst. And so this is the mixture. And I think that's the only one she did where she put July's Amethyst Fairy. But my husband's birthday's in July and mine's in February. So for me, I love this. This is in another Pinky Promises bag. And this is, ooh, let me put that up there. Another Gina's Unique Boutique Needleminder. And let me try to get all these threads out of the way here. Let me move that Needleminder down. That might help. Okay. This fabric is an unnamed fabric. I don't know what it is. It looks pretty washed out. Maybe you can see a little bit. It's kind of like a purpley color to it. You can see it somewhat there. Anyway, this is what I have done on her skirt. So I started in the middle and went down. That's what I did with Lady of the Flag too. I think I just love the dresses on these designs. But yeah, this is where I am for her. My goal for WIP Go for her has always been 1,000 stitches. So that'll probably be the same thing this year. It's hard for me to kind of do, like a lot of times I'll say like 3 motifs or something like that, or finish this house and this bubble, or I don't know, something like that. I like that better than a number of stitches. I don't know why, I just do. Maybe it's because I'm not stitch count oriented, but like finishing parts of the design oriented. So yeah, anyway, that is July's Amethyst Fairy. Next is the one that you guys will know because she has been my goal piece this year. So this is Lady of the Flag. However, I'm doing her in the blue conversion, again on the Mira Conversions board, and I have a picture of what that will look like, similar to this. Mine is different because this one left out these, all these like leaves that kind of go up. I don't know if you can see that. The leaves that kind of go up here on each side. This doesn't have those. And so I did mine in silver. So mine does have those leaves. But, yeah. The problem with the conversion that I have is I got to the very end of the design and realized that the sparkly threads and the beads were not converted in the conversion that I have. So I have to pick those out, and that's kind of halted me a little bit. So I have a couple of days off here, and I'm going to try to figure that out so that I can get her done, because you guys, she's so close. Let me see if I can, I got to do all the beads up here still. And I got to do the crown. There's lots of beads in the flag. But, oof. And you can see my silver leaves that I did down here on this side. And I'm working on them on this side still. So, yep. But, she's so close, guys. So close. I just need to get her done. Get her done. She's so pretty. She's so pretty. She's big too. This is also a Gina's Unique Boutique Crown Needleminder. And this is, again, a Pinky Promises bag. So I am going to sit my butt down my brother's coming tonight, and I don't know if he's staying tomorrow night too, but that might put a damper in some things. But I did take Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday off of work. Well, Wednesday's a holiday, so we had to take that. But I took Monday and Tuesday off, so hopefully I kind of got a lot of things planned because I'm going to do my 2025 plans video as well, and I'm still trying to finish that stitch December, so we'll see. But I just need to do that because I'm so close to getting finished on that. And then I want to host a giveaway for the Lady of the Flag pattern because I know that she is so sought after, and she goes for a pretty penny on a lot of the sites like the Stash Unload and eBay and stuff. This is the original too, by the way. It was not the reprint. I got it when it originally came out because my husband was in the military, and so yeah, when I saw it, I picked that up. So yeah, I'm going to do a giveaway of members of my channel only that can win that. So I'm excited. I just need to focus and get it done. Lady of the Flag, I started February 6th, 2019. So I'm hoping for a finish for her next year. She's so close. She's got to be finished next year. This is another Garon Tottenbags bag. And this is Glendon Place, and it's called Murky Manor, Haunted House. I love all the Halloween, all of it. I will stitch all the Halloween just about. My cats are in here, so you might hear them playing with the toys. Okay. This is another Gina's Unique Boutique Needleminder. It's Groot, because I love Groot. And this is one of my fabrics. I sell it on Flare. But this is what my haunted house looks like so far. So, this one I started February 8th, 2019. Next is Teresa Wentzler, the Storyteller. This pattern is like an original pattern from Hobby Lobby, I think. There is a lot of tweeting in this, so multiple DMC colors at one time, which makes it go slow. I started this one March 24th, 2019. I'm pretty sure I restarted it again later because I hated the fabric I was doing it on. I was doing it on Ada originally, which was because of the color that I wanted. But I decided I could not do it on that because of how many 3/4 stitches and such were on that. There is a ClaybyKim Needleminder in here that's just floating around. Gonna have to find the other part of that. This is on a 28 count Monaco that I dyed. I called it Siren's Call Mystique. So this is where I am so far. I have part of the border here and the guy sitting on the rock here. So this one was on hiatus last year as well. I find that if there's something that I dislike about working on it, I will avoid it like the plague. So that's why Blackbeard's Princess has been missing. That's why Dawn Fairy Spirit of Grace has been missing, and that's why this one has been missing. So we'll see if this one comes out to play next year. Oh, let me put the Needleminder back in there. I gotta find out where the back piece of this is. There's another part to it. It's gotta be in this bag somewhere. It's probably stuck to one of the little wing nuts or something. So, alrighty. Next, April 10th, 2019 is when I started this one. It's a design by Lolita Made on Etsy, and it's called Night's Watch Oath. Mine is on black Lugana, so nothing exciting. Probably when Game of Thrones was just about to wrap up. Oh, gosh. This is another Gina's Unique Boutique Needleminder, which is this up here. This also was called in December for WIP Go this year. And my goal is to finish the bird up here, but I haven't worked on it yet. So I have all the wording done, and I've changed it because this is supposed to be all white, but I kind of took the important words and just made them different colors. So that's all done. And then there's this kind of eagle thing here with some cross swords, I think, on either side. And this is all done in silks, by the way, except for some of the colored words are Petite Treasure Braid, but the rest of it's in silk by hand-dyed fibers, or Vicky Clayton's hand-dyed fibers. So that's this one. A lot of them I kind of just leave on the Q-snap because I swear I have cat hair everywhere. Probably eat it every night and just don't realize it. I leave them on the Q-snaps because for me it's easier to just pull it out and get started right away. I feel like if I have to put it on a Q-snap, I get irritated. Me and my irritations. I don't know what the problem is with me. I'm just trying to make it easier as possible for myself to start working on it, or I'm afraid I won't. Alrighty. Next, so I'm on my second stack now. Is that right? Yes. Oh, I gotta put this back in there. Not that I need it to work on. It's not the pattern, but... Okay. Next one is Halloween at Hawk Run Hollow by Carriage House Samplings. Oh, sideways. Here we go. This piece is a beast. It is massive. And I'm stitching it over too, so I have a fat half of fabric for this. I started this May 1st, 2019. It is in a Pinky Promises bag with skulls on the inside, matching. And I have Gina's Unique Boutique Pumpkin, purple pumpkin. This is where I am so far on this design. So I've got 3 of the blocks done. Every year I've done 1 whole block. So I'm sure that'll be my goal again next year. And those blocks, some of them are insane. Like this one was almost full coverage. The first one wasn't as bad. It had like a lot of negative space in it, but this one was big. Wonder what my next one is. Oh, it doesn't look so bad. I think it's, yeah, it's just, yeah, it's kind of a well and some bats and stuff. So hopefully that will go pretty smoothly. And then I'll be all the way across the top. So that's good. This fabric is by me too. This one was called a Cafe Mocha Mystique. So it's just kind of a brownish colored fabric. And it's a Lugana. I don't know what count. Probably 28 since it feels so big. Okay, so that's that one. Next is started on May 4th, 2019. This is such an old pattern. It's Waxing Moon's design, My Heart Beats True, when they did real pictures on these things, which has fallen off. So it's all done in Crescent Colors floss, which now isn't that classic Colorworks? Yep. So the colors are quite different than what you see in that photo. I am stitching mine on a sand Monaco, so this is not dyed by me. It's just the like stock color. And this is another Harry Potter Needleminder. I want to say it's Demented Stitchers, or I'd have to look again. I'm not sure who did that, but this is what I have so far. So we're getting there. We are getting there. Where did I put my, there it is. And this bag is, who made this bag? Goose Design. So it's a patriotic sort of bag. You can see the inside is the stripes, the back's the stars. These are on Etsy. If you look though, where's my favorite bag? The difference in the sizes of these bags is amazing. Like, you can see, yeah. All right. Okay, next is Prairie Moon. Thine is the trick and the treat. This is a ClaybyKim Needleminder. This is what the design, ooh, this is what the design will look like. Except I saw someone do it changing some of the colors, and so I decided to do that too. This fabric is stunning. It was by Fabulous Fabrics. It's called Harvest Moon. You can't find this dyer anywhere anymore. But I love this. I have this wrong way. Here we go. I love this color. So you can see it was done all in black, which I was going to do, and I really liked that fabric that picture was on, which is why I printed it out. But I found a different fabric, and I decided to do like white skulls and the yellow stars and the orange pumpkins. So, yeah, pretty cool. Love this piece. This is in a bag by Quilting Grimalkin, which I think also went by Crafting Grimalkin on Etsy. I don't know if they're still doing bags. I started that on November 24th, 2019. Next is in another bag by Quilting Grimalkin or Crafting Grimalkin. And this is Primitive Hair's Spooky Countdown, which you can do it either way, like a full piece or split up like a calendar. I'm doing mine in the full piece. Those who, oh, I gotta put this back in. That was in the Night's Watch Oath. Okay, I have to remember that. I just did this for WIP Go last month. This is a Needleminder by Gina's Unique Boutique. This is a fabric that I special custom dyed for a totally different design. It was called Stitcher's Brew by Little River, if I remember right. And it's got blue and kind of the orangey sort of gold on it. But I decided to use it for this piece instead. So I've been doing 4 of those blocks per year since I first started. Tiernan, what's wrong, baby? Tiernan. Do you want to get out? You want to leave? I started this one on February 16th of 2020. Tiernan. Come here. Come here. Hi, pretty boy. I know. You guys see my baby. He's so pretty. He's 11 months old this month. He's still a kitten. Oh, and Eva, Miss Eva just jumped up here. She turned a year old in October. So, they're my Maine Coon kittens. You pretty girl. You pretty girl. Yeah. Yeah, you pretty girl. You pretty boy, too. Alright. Back to your regularly scheduled program. Alrighty, next one is a full coverage by Heaven and Earth Designs. This artist was retired. Her name was Sheila Wolk. Okay, let's see. I have a picture of this. It's called Revelation. This is what it would look like when it's finished. And this is on the 28 count easy grid Lugana with another Gina's Unique Boutique Needleminder. So I just have that upper corner done. This one was on hiatus last year too, because full coverages tend to take a lot out of me for whatever reason. And I procrastinate on doing them once they get called for things, and I don't want to do that, so I just need to like start focusing on one at a time or something. I don't know. I got to figure out how to do that because I also want to put in work on different projects, so we'll see. Revelation was started March 6th, 2020. And then next, this bag is another Pinky Promises bag. I forgot to say that. Okay, this is another Heaven and Earth Designs. It's called Mini Sleepy Hollow. I forget who the artist is on this one. It was pretty popular when it first came out. I love it. This is the mini version though, because I ain't trying to add more full coverages. I say that, and I still buy them. This one is on EZCount Lugana again, and Needleminder is Gina's Unique Boutique again. I think it glows in the dark if I remember right. So this is where I am on this one. So I'm already on that moon, got some of the scary looking trees in there. There's a skull face in the moon, so I'm excited to kind of get to that too. So this one I started May 15th, 2020. And this bag was by Christine at StitchAllTheThings. She was making them and selling them on Instagram for a while. I don't know if she still is, but I did pick up a couple of these. Next is Away We Ride by Blackbird Designs. Hi, Eva Marie. This is what Away We Ride looks like. I started this on May 17th, 2020. This is a ClaybyKim Needleminder on here. Hi, sweetheart. It's your snuggle time, isn't it? Yeah. I'm sorry, I'm a little busy. I'm sorry. This is Picture This Plus Legacy Lugana. So this is where I am so far on this design. I love this. Like I said, I love Halloween. So this bag is Quilting Grimalkin again. And that one was started May 17th, 2020, in case I didn't say that. This next one's another full coverage. It is called, wait a minute, I gotta think about it. Steampunk Bride. I always want to say Supernatural Bride when I do this. She looks pretty kick-ass. It is by, is it Kustom Cross Stitch? I'm pretty sure. Let me see if I can. I'm looking on Notion and I thought, oh, here, open. Kustom Cross Stitch, yep. I started this July 19th, 2020. Again on an Easy Grid Lugana. ClaybyKim Dragon Needleminder. And she doesn't have too much in her yet. I'm still kind of up in that top corner. So, trying to show those colors. There's some reds in there. It's hard to see that though. And this is another bag by Christine from StitchAllTheThings. This is a Creative Carol Designs bag. And this is Autumn Lane Stitcheries Dark Queen of the Sea stitch along. I don't know if I have a picture of this actually. Oh, yep, I did print out one. So, depending on what color hair you pick out and all of that, this is what the finished design will look like. I am stitching this on the called for Under the Sea fabric called Bewitched. I hear you. Gina's Unique Boutique Mermaid. Gina's Unique Boutique Mermaid. And then I stitched So I Don't Stab People. I can't remember where that's from. But this is where I am so far. I completed part 2. Part 1 was the fish, yeah, and then part 2 was her. So part 3 will be next. I am way behind on this stitch along because it was I started it late. So I started it September 13th of 2020. So it probably came out in 2019. But I'm still cranking along on it. Okay. Next. This is a Quilting Grimalkin or Crafting Grimalkin. It says Quilting Grimalkin on here, but I swear they changed their name on Etsy. So, that's the bag. This is Owl Forest Embroideries Atlantis. I got the whole kit. This is what it's going to look like. So the called for fabric, the threads, they all came in the kit. And the needle minders were also in the kit. So this is where I am so far. The house at the bottom is stitched entirely in the wrong color. It should have been in, I think, this orangey color, if I remember right, but I messed that up. And I realized it when I got done with it, and I wasn't going to pull the whole thing out. So, I think there are some fishes or something that's supposed to be maybe stitched in this color, and I might change them to this orangey kind of color instead, just so that I don't run out of threads, because I got the whole kit from Russia, I assume. I think they're a Russian company. So, yeah. We shall see. What, baby? Do you want out? Here, give me one more, and I have to switch anyway. Okay? One more moment. Okay. Atlantis was started November 3rd of 2020. And then this is Chatelane's Rose Lights. This is what it will look like when it's done. It was started December 2nd, 2020. And hold on, baby. I'll let you out in a second. This is another one of those in these things because it's such a big piece. I keep it on the scroll rod and I don't really have very much of it done. So this is a ClaybyKim Needleminder. And this is just a Lugana, like a slate Lugana or something like that. So I just have started the top border here. It's not super exciting yet. There's a lot of specialty stitches in here, so it's kind of intimidating, and that's what that looks like. So I'm gonna have to take a pause here so that I can let Taryn out and get my next couple of stacks of fabric, or WIPs. Next couple of stacks of WIPs. Okay, part 2. This is where things might get a little iffy because some things share bags because I started running out of bags. So the next one we're going to start with is Halloween Sampler by Cottage Garden Samplings. This thing is the bane of my existence. I usually do about 3 letters a year on this just because I've messed up so many times. And there are still some mess ups that I'm not frogging, so there is that. There's a little Ravenclaw Needleminder. I forget who this is from. And this is another Garon Tottenbag. And this is one of my fabrics called Slate Flare, I believe. It's one of the ones that it has a hole in it way down here on the back side, so I'm hoping that this is not long enough so I can just use up the rest of this because it's way down here at the bottom. So this is a Jobelin of some sort. So this abracadabra is too close to the D, but I wasn't going to pull it all out. So that's where I am on this one. I hope that's in there. It's hard to see this. So this one was started January 3rd, 2021. Next, we have Santa Squeezes. This is by, I forget. Let me open it up and see. Demented Stitchers. This is what it'll look like when it's done. This is my husband's most favorite Christmas movie. He watches it every year on Christmas Eve, the very last one before he goes to bed at around midnight or 12:30 or 1 o'clock in the morning. And he literally has a plan of what movies he can watch during the day. And so he will plant his happy ass right in front of the TV. And this year he watched Window Wonderland. It's one of his favorites from Hallmark, and he bought it. And then it was followed by, I want to say, Christmas Chronicles on Netflix. And for some reason, Netflix was bugging out this year, and it kept buffering. And he was getting so mad about it. And I said, well, it's probably Netflix. Like, everybody's watching this movie. It's Christmas Eve. So then I said, why don't you either go to a different television and see if that works better, or watch a different movie? Well, he didn't want to because he had his plan. So he ended up coming downstairs and building a fire and trying to watch it down here. He couldn't even log into Netflix down here on this TV, which is weird because it's closer to the router. So I figured it would get better coverage or whatever. Anyway, then he watched, what did he watch? Oh, White Christmas down here. And then he went back upstairs, finished Christmas Chronicles because it worked, and then Christmas Chronicles 2. And then Elf was in there somewhere. I can't remember where. But he ended with the National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation because that's his favorite. This was, I can't remember who this is by. It says, I wish I was a unicorn so I could stab idiots with my head. I will put it down below though. This is just on White Ada. And I think it asked for 666 Christmas red, but that's an orangey red, and I like a blue red better, so I'm stitching it with 321. So, and every year I'm trying to get like a row of the words done. So this year in November was this one was called in November, and so I got this down this chimney tonight. done. And so then the next one will go down. This is in a Pinky Promises bag. And I don't have a needle minder on that one. I started that one November 5th, 2022. Oh, there's a big gap there too from January of 2021 to November of 2022. I wonder why. Anyway, I was just trying to think of what happened then. All right, next is Night Garden by Una Buena Piezza. It's on Etsy. This is what this pattern will look like when it's done. Sorry for the glare. It's just done on black Monaco. There's another one called Haunted Garden that I also have, but I haven't started it yet. This is a Gina's Unique Boutique needle minder. And this is what I have done so far on the Night Garden. It's in a Pinky Promises bag. So, and it's just DMC. I started this one on, where is it? March 11th, 2023. Next is the Evergreen sampler. This is by Karen Kluba of Rosewood Manor. It is in this book called A Cross-Stitch Christmas Handmade Memories that I found on Amazon. I'll show you a picture of what it's going to look like. This is what it's going to look like when it's done. Isn't that pretty? I was just at Joann's last week to pick up some threads, and I found this mug that said, "I like them big and sprucey." I just think it's so funny. So I need to drink that whenever I do my Evergreen sampler. Oh gosh. My needle minder is It's Too Peoply Outside. I want to say that's Demented Stitchers, but I can't remember. This is a fabric that I painted called Evergreen. I have a theme here. And this is what I have done so far. I'll tell you what, this little bird up here, it's got teensy little over 1 stitches in that. That's rough for my eyes, even with these readers on. So, anyway, that one was started, where is it? July 2nd, 2023. And this is also in a Pinky Promises bag. It can hold that book, that fabric, and all the threads. So I'm a fan. Next, we have in another Pinky Promises bag. So cute. The Greenhouse of Oddities Sal. This was by Lola Crow. This is what it'll look like when it's done. I was sold on the greenhouse thing because I love planting. It's kind of got some odd plants in it, but it's fine. It is on a needle minder from Hobby Lobby, I believe, many years ago. And it's stitched on a fabric by Bestitch Me called a Ledger. And I'm just working on the right side of that greenhouse. I got the little frog dude in here, little poisonous frog. Got all the dirt done. And the greenhouse has got the big one in the middle and one on each side, so this is one on the one side. I started this one on, July 2nd, 2023. Again, long after the Sal. I guess it was probably started in 2023, if I remember right. Maybe it was 2022. I don't remember. Okay. This is a Ravenclaw bag by Be So Creative, S-E-W, So Creative, on Etsy. I joined in 2023 the, oh shoot, it's over there. The Frogwarts virtual retreat. So that was my first time joining it, and so it was in year 4. Well, my picture is way over there. I'll try to tuck one in here. I'll take a picture and stick it in. This is a Needleminder that says, I solemnly swear a lot. This fabric is Bestitch Me Middle Earth. Pretty sure that, nope. Yeah? Well, it says scroll in here. Why did I think it was called Middle Earth? Anyway. I actually think it goes like this. Maybe. I'm pretty sure it goes like this. So that's how much I have done on the Frogwarts year 4 sampler. I have them all. This is the only one I've started. But I've got other ones cut up in here for the later years. I started this on, it was during the retreat, so July 12th, 2023. Next is, ooh, everything just came right out of that bag. This is Ink Circles Woodland Vines. And this is in a Goose bag with sunflowers. Isn't that pretty? This is on a, I think it's a 25 count Lugana over 1. And I have the little, hello, the little worm from Labyrinth. I need to pull this off and put this on my Labyrinth piece. I'm doing it right now. Doing it right now. The reason that I have this on here is because I'm using a colored, the colored threads, my goodness, are called the Bog of Eternal Stench, which is also named after Labyrinth. And they're by Night Stalker's Calling. Fabric is painted by me. And that's where I am on that one. Still haven't found my in-bulk piece that I'm looking for. Hopefully it'll show up here soon. I should probably look in that. I should look in the Frogwarts bag because I know I started it during that time. It's not in here. Okay. I know it's on a blue linen. Okay. Anywho, Woodland Vines was started August 19th, 2023. And something fell out of that bag. I just got to find what it was. Okay. Next one is the Fox by Cottage Garden Samplings. That's this design. I started this August 19th, 2023. So same day as I started the last one because I don't know why. Must have been excited to start it. This is one of my fabrics called Dark Fury Flare. And it's on a Jobelin. A lower count Jobelin, like 20 or 25. This is where I am so far. I don't know who this... I think this Needleminder is Descent Stitch. I think. But again, I'll have it below. So, that's where I am so far on this one. And I started this August 19th. I already said that. Probably repeating myself a lot because that's how I roll. This is a SheriSewSweet bag. It's got like woodland creatures on it, so I felt like it was perfect for my fox bag or fox project. Alrighty. Here's another Ravenclaw bag. This one is done by Fancy Boy Designs, also on Etsy. It's kind of nice. It's got like a little... Oh, and look, the little... It's so cute. It's got a little lightning bolt. Okay. Snail slime. This is hands-on design. And I actually have all of them in here. Darn, no in-bulk in here, I was hoping. I started this on August 27th, 2023. And this is where I am. This is on White Ada. And this Needleminder is Descent Stitch, the Plague Doctor. Next one is in another Garon Tottenbags bag. And it is Jack's Bash by Plum Street Samplers. This is what it will look like when it's done. I started this on September 1st, 2023. It is again on one of my fabrics called Dragon's Mystique. I don't know who this Needleminder is by. I never finish any. I think that's hilarious. And this is what I have done so far. Maybe if I can make it look nicer, because Lord knows I did not iron any of this for you guys. So just the top right corner with the flower and the house. It's another one of my mess up fabrics because see, there's like a little pink. Can you even see it? Right here. I did not let anything go out that I would not want. So if any of the dye didn't dissolve properly, I just figured I'd keep it and stitch on something that either went below the mats or I could cover up with stitching. Alright, so Jack's Bash started that September 1st, 2023, if I didn't say that already. And then I got an Owl Forest embroidery design called Hummingbirds. This is a kit, so it's with the kitted fabric and threads. This was, I believe, the first of my 50 before 50 starts. Yes, because it was started February 22nd, 2024. I don't know who this Needleminder is by. Cup of Tea and Books. I'm not a coffee drinker, so this is perfect. And it's just some blue linen. But this is what I have so far, just kind of the top border there. And it's in a Pinky Promises bag. Isn't that sheep cute? Okay. Next is Santa's House by Cottage Garden Samplings. I fell in love with these houses, guys. They are so pretty. So that's what Santa's House looks like. It was the first one to come out. I ended up getting, I think I'm up to 6 or 7 of them. There may be one around the end that I'm not going to get, but most all of them I love. So there is that. It is stitched on Bestitch Me Luna Moth. So it's kind of a turquoisey sort of color. And the Needleminder is Gina's Unique Boutique. And I just have the white border on it. These I had converted into Vicki Clayton's silks. So she did a conversion for me and sent me the silks. So it's just the top border here. But I think that's that's the other end. So that's how wide this is going to be. So I have plenty of fabrics to put one of the other ones on there if I want to do this same color on maybe like the Lighthouse one or something. That'd be pretty. Gina's, or Pinky Promises, sorry. So Santa's House goes in the Christmassy one. That was started on March 1st, 2024. Here's where things get a little bit hairy because I have to come back to this one, I'm pretty sure. Okay, so this one is March Wordplay. Yeah, March Wordplay by Brenda Gervais, or With Thy Needle and Thread. So that's what it's going to look like when it's done. Making sure I'm in camera there. Let me make sure I have the right one. This one I started and then had to restart. I'm not sure who this needle minder is by either. It's a little bee and it's freaking gorgeous. These fabrics are, maybe this one's Middle Earth. Nope. Oh, lightly salted, not roasted, it says. It's an Ada. So this is where I am. I had this on maybe I had this on Middle Earth, but I realized I stitched the key and the In Like a Lion were in completely opposite colors, and so I tried frogging it and I ripped a hole in the fabric. Whichever one it was, I ripped a hole in it. So that one, I have to come back to this one because May is in here. Is Imbolc in here? What the heck? Where are you? Dang it. Okay, so let me set this one aside because I have to come back to this. So March Wordplay started March 10th. Next is my Superheroes bag, and this is another Garon Tottenbags. And this is a supernatural design called Adios Bitch. It is amazing, of course. Let me show you a picture of what it's going to look like because I don't have one printed for it. By Satirical Stitching. So if you look at the back, it's the spell for the exorcism. And I'm doing this on white Ada. And I have a needle minder that is supernatural, but I can't remember where I got it. So that information will be below. And this is where I am so far on it. This was another one of my 50 before 50 starts. And I started this on March 13th, 2024. Next one is a long dog sampler. I have a bunch of these, but this is the first one I've started, and this is called Crossword. And this is on Bestitch Me's Dusk. And I picked out some Silks for You. This needle minder came from a box, but I can't remember. It was like I can't remember if it was a Black Needlework Society or one of the Under the Sea. But anyway, this is my crossword piece so far. So I'm doing it in that purple variegated and a turquoise variegated. It's so pretty. I started this one on March 24th, 2024. And it is in a Pinky Promises bag. Okay, next is in a Quilting Grimalkin bag, or Crafting Grimalkin. This is Leela's Studio. I think it's Leela is how it's said. And this is Nevermore. My brother bought this for me one year for my birthday because I asked him specifically for it. Otherwise, he would have had no idea what to get. And it is on one of my fabrics. And I'm just kind of working at the very top border. So this is what I have so far on it. And this was started April 21st, 2024. This was on one of my fabrics too. I don't know if I said that or not. A Dragon's Mist Mystique. Okay, maybe that wasn't in there. This is a bag my aunt made for me with fabric that I already had. She even did the inside with different fabric I already had. Pretty cool. This is the Castle by Cottage Garden Samplings. So this is another one of that house series. And in here I also have the greenhouse, but I haven't started that one yet. Is In Bulk in here? Dang it, it's not. This was done on Rainy Day by Bestitch Me. And I just have a little teensy bit of the border done. When I start them and I try to get at least 100 stitches in. This was from the Frogwarts. It's a Frogwarts Needleminder. So, yep, but that's what I've gotten so far on this one. And I started this one on May 21st, 2024. Next is a bag by Goose. I love this purple. And I like the purple that's inside too. This is Midnight Watch by Blackbird Designs. I started this on May 21st, 2024. This was another Needleminder from a box that I got. And this is part of the border that I got done. And this fabric is, it's a Picture This Plus. I don't have the card in here and it's not attached. Oh, sorry for hitting the microphone. It might be no, it's not Legacy. It's darker than that. I'll have to look and see. It'll be down below. Might take me a while to get all that in there, but. So that's what I have started on this one. And this one, I already told you that I started on May 21st. I started a bunch of them on May 21st, it looks like. Next is One Nation by Bygone Stitches. This is what that'll look like. And this is on a fabric called Heroic by Picture This Plus. The Needleminder is an angel wing and it is Gina's Unique Boutique. And that's where I am so far on this. Started May 21st, if I didn't already say that, because I think I've said that date 12,000 times in a row now. Just 3, but I'm just exaggerating. And it's in a Pinky Promises bag. Okay. So that was One Nation. Next is Hello from Liz Matthews. I don't have a picture, so let me pull one up. Should be fairly easy to do. I'm doing it on a printed fabric from Hobby Lobby. The Needleminder is ClaybyKim. And I picked some hand-dyed fiber silks for this, but I'm going to do the word flowers, I think, in a different color. I was toying with the idea of doing the word flowers versus always in different colors. I think I'm going to do flowers. Oh, sorry. And I'm going to do it in this pretty color. This is Russian Sage. Because that's kind of flowery. So, the other colors, Smoke and Mirrors by Hand Dyed Fibers, Vicki Clayton. And in a Pinky Promises mermaid bag. This one's stitched up pretty easy too. Okay, I started that one on May 23rd, 2024. Not the 21st this time. And guess what? My next design is in bulk. And I can't find it. I haven't found it yet. Isn't that crazy? Okay, I gotta pause so I can get the last couple stacks. All right, we're back for the final part. So, since in bulk is still in hiding somewhere, it's a primitive hair freebie, and I have done several of the Celtic holidays for my 50 before 50 starts. I finished several too, but I don't think I finished that one. Might need to go look at my finish pile just to make sure. Okay, so the next one that I started was Crescent Moon Dragon by Joan Elliott. So that's, ooh, I'm covering a lot of it. That's what it looks like. Mine is in this book called Bewitching Cross Stitch, so. And it's in a Pinky Promises bag with lots of hair and a ClaybyKim Needleminder. I started this on July 5th, 2024. This fabric is a Picture This Plus, but I can't remember what it is off the top of my head. It'll be down below. And I started right in the middle on this one, so you can't really tell what that is. Just some purple lumps. Next is Glendon Place Haunted Gathering, which is this one. I found this thread packed by, I think it's Jar Ink. Jar Designs. I had to get it on eBay though. The fabric I'm using is Bestitch Me Gorgeous Grape. And the needleminder is a Gina's Unique Boutique. And pretty sure this goes this way, because that's the hand reaching out of one of the ghosts, like this, sort of. You see the fingers. These colors are very pale pastel, so they'll kind of pop off of this dark color. So I think that'll look good. I started this on July 24th, 2024. Pinky Promises. Okay. Next, we're back to this bag, which my aunt made me, in case I didn't say that before. And we're on May wordplay now, which is this one by Brenda Gervais, With Thy Needle and Thread. Stitched on the same fabric, which I believe is Scroll. And got clay pots almost done. Clay is almost done. And then shed. I started this on July 27th, 2024. Here's another Pinky Promises bag. And this one I need to show. Oh, the picture of this one isn't going to be very good. That's the bummer. This is called a Dungeon and Dragons Stitch Along, and it's by Taylor and Cromwell. And so this is the outline of it, but you actually roll a D20, I think. No, there's different dice that you roll when you get to these rooms, and you'll stitch whatever you roll for those. So I'm really excited about it. This is a Bestitch Me called Gray Magic. And this is also a Gina's Unique Boutique Dragon Needleminder. And I really only have an outline going here, so kind of sucks for now. In between those two lines will be the brick sort of pattern of the dungeon. I'm excited for that one. Okay, that one I started on July 28th, 2024. Then I have El Cheapo bag from Amazon. And I got this. It's an irresistible motif by Odd and Familiar. And I got this in a Halloween box. It came with the fabric, which is Minerva, but it doesn't say who made the fabric. Anyway, I have that little tiny part of it done. My rest in peace gravestone. And it will be finished in this cute little pie tin thing. So I started that one on August 27th, 2024, and it's, what is it, Irresistible motif is what it's called, right? I put it in as Eerie-tastic. Apparently I just make up names now. Oops, ow. Okay. This one is another Garon Tottenbags bag. And this one is Hello from Liz Matthews. It is... Oh, go back. I'm going to show you the picture of it. A lot of people know it. It's the Vanity Sampler. And I am doing Can the Stitchers Pink Goth conversion. This is what it will look like when it's done. She actually, I think, just finished hers. If I remember right, I saw it on Instagram earlier this week. So it's like pinks and turquoise and grays. So I started mine on Live and Die in LA Hazy Shade of Winter. And this is what I started it. And I started it the wrong direction because, like a dork, it should be going up and down like this. So I'll have to see if it'll still go, but I also think that it's not going to fit. Because this is a 28 count Lugana and I'm stitching it over 2 and I don't think it's going to work. I think I need a fat half if I want to do that. So that might have to be restarted. And then there's a little Needleminder that says Itching to be Stitching. I'm not sure where I got that from. The colors are going to be stunning on here. These pinks and purples. So I'm going to have to see if I need to restart it and on a bigger fabric, which will very much disappoint me. Because if I remember right, I had to restart it once already. I did. I know I did. So I stitched the wrong thing first. Okay, so the date that I started that was September 27th, 2024. That's my mom's birthday. The next one is Harry's First Adventure. It's by Eva and Moran on Etsy. And there's not a good picture of this. So I don't really have anything to show you except for what I've finished so far. This is stitched on Not Another Sampler by Bestitch Me. And this is a Green Gots coin that I got in my, pretty sure I got it in my Black Needlework Society Frogwarts box. And this is what I have done so far. So it's a very sampler-esque sort of a border at the top, and then we'll have the 4 flags and then characters from and scenes from the first book will be on here. So had to get Slytherin done and over with because I think this is Hufflepuff next, if I remember right. But I don't know. I started this on September 28th, 2024. This is right after Maggie Smith passed away, and she played Minerva McGonagall, Professor McGonagall, in the movies. So, and Pinky Promises bag. Alrighty, then I have Labyrinth, the Masked Ball. I started this one on October 4th, 2024. I'll show you a picture because I don't have one printed. All the ones that I started for 50 before 50, I don't think I printed out the pictures. This is what it'll look like. Sorry for the glare. It's by the Little Stitcher. I got a PDF on Etsy. I'm stitching it on Macchiato by Bestitch Me. So I do have the top little part done and started on the little border in between. And I have a Hell Admit 1 Needleminder, but I'm going to put my worm. Come in and meet the missus. I love that movie. I just watched it not too long ago while I was stitching on this. This is in a Garon Tottenbags. Next is in a Quibbler bag that I got from the Frogwarts Black Needlework Society. I have a Scientist Needleminder from Gina's Unique Boutique. And this one is called It's Your Meds. Let me show you a picture. If you're happy and you know it, it's your meds. I think it's true for kind of all of us. And this is just on white Aida. I started this on October 5th, 2024. And Imbolc is not in here because I have 2 in here. So let me set this aside because the other one will come out here shortly. I'm sure my husband's going to yell at me for dinner soon because it sounds like he's getting silverware out. Okay. Next is Bella Filipina, Gaia the Earth Goddess. It's in a bag I got from Black Needlework Society, Harry Potter. I don't have a needle minder on this, I don't think. This is one of my fabrics called Magic's Kiss. I'm pretty sure it goes this way, which it might not, because usually I start with a selvage at the top for whatever reason. But it might have something wrong with it and I flipped it this way. So just on the edge of her dress. I don't know if you can see that very well. I started this October 8th, 2024. Next is Blackbird Designs Casting a Spell. I need to find this box. It's really cool. This is in a Pinky Promises bag. And this is on Picture This Plus, Legacy, it says. And that's my start on that one. I started this one October 9th. Alright, and then I have Rosewood Manor, Dreaming of Sunflowers. There's so many of these flowers, dreaming of blah, 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 blah. I want a lot of them. Not all of them, but a lot of them. This I started on October 12th. It's on Garden Party by Bestitch Me. And that's where I got so far. There's 3 of those little flowers right in a row to start it, so. This is another Pinky Promises. One of the things that I love is she sends like little matching floss drops, and they're a little cardboard, but they match the bag, and I think that's super cute. Okay. Crappy Amazon bag. And I ordered more of them just because. This one is Tiny Modernist, and it's Edgar Allan Poe Tree. I'm stitching mine on, is it Cragnadoon? Nope, Rockbiter by Night Stalker Calling. It's an Ada. I'm doing one of the birds at the bottom. And I started this October 13th. This one is another Pinky Promises bag. It's oh, why is that stuck there? Mirabilia the Snow Queen. This is on a fabric by Fabric Flare from Cross Stitchery Express. The fabric is called Snowy Christmas Trees. It's a fat half. So you can kind of see here, it's got a lot of trees and stuff. My Needleminder is Gina's Unique Boutique. And I wanted to start her dress down here towards the bottom. So I'm kind of starting in a weird place, but I wanted the dress to kind of flow by these trees, so it goes way up the back of her this way. And then that way the deer is over here on this side. So, and it's my first Nurge, by the way. Super excited about it. But these fabrics are so easy to stitch on too. So I'm doing another one of theirs on the We the People fabric with Lady of the Flag, is also by them. Cross Stitchery Express. I started Snow Queen on October 15th, 2024. And then I started the Dance Chart. It is by Cross-Eyed Stitches. This is what this one will look like. So, dance like no one is watching, chart like it may be one day, read aloud in a deposition. I'm doing it on white Ada. I started this one on October 22nd. I got my last little stack over here. I still haven't found in bulk. Where the heck is it? Okay, so this next one is Middle Earth Meal Times. Let me show you what it'll look like, because I don't have a picture. This is what it'll look like. I'm stitching this on, this one's on Cragnadoon Night Collar Stocking. Yep. I don't have a whole lot in this one. Just the M. Must have been 100 stitches though. So. Dinner's ready. Middle Earth Meal Times. I started October 26, 2024. Next is the Moon Phase Bell Pull. So this is the Moon Phase Bell Pull. Tiny Modernist. Mine is on Blue Moon by Bestitch Me. And I kind of have the top border going there. I started this on October 26, 2024. In my crappy Amazon bag. But hey, whatever works. Alrighty, then I have another Hello from Liz Matthews. Butterfly Cloche. I started this on October 27th, 2024. This is on Mystic Fabrics Lemongrass. This fabric is stunning. I love it. So I'm just kind of working on the outline of the top of the cloche there. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. This is a bag my aunt made for me, mermaids. And look at the front, the vinyl. It's like mermaid scales. Isn't that super cute? And she even put like a rainbow zipper in. Okay, next, in one of these bags again, I have a bunch of the little primitive hair freebies. So the first one is Ostara. It's on a fabric by Ada fabric from Hobby Lobby called Spa. It's got like an Easter egg, a little butterfly and a bird. And it'll say Ostara down one side. Then I have Litha, which this one is, what is this one? This one is taupe. Yeah, vintage taupe, Hobby Lobby. It's going to have a big old sunflower and a bee. And that's what I have on this one. Ostara was started December 17th, so was Litha. And I'm just going to go ahead and do the other two in here, even though they were started a little bit later. So Samhain. This is vintage taupe again. It'll have a big pumpkin on it too. This one was started December 24th. And Yule. I think it has a deer on it as well. And this one was started December 24th. And this is on that Spa fabric again. And you guys, I still haven't found my in bulk. Where the heck did it go? Here's another Garon Tottenbags bag. It is a Fox Originals called Slancha. Sometimes they say it's Sloincha. I actually just saw that in a movie recently where somebody said Sloincha and some people said Slancha, so I don't know. But it's basically cheers. So I think I'm going to hang this behind the bar. I think it'll be good. So, yeah. And then this is done on Gray Magic by Bestitch Me. And it's a... Let me think about it. This is how it goes. I'm working on the L in Slancha because it goes up and curls around here. The fabric is silk by Vicky Clayton's hand-dyed fibers called Milligrubs. And I started this one December 22nd. Last one, my husband got me this for Christmas. He was mad because when he saw it, he didn't look at the size of it. He said it said project bag, so I thought it was the bigger size. That's okay. And this one is I cross stitch so I don't kill people. Sounds terrible. And this is Cloud's Factory, so this is what it looks like. I'm just doing this on white Ada. So this is where I am on it. And I started this December 25th, so just this past week. So that is my WIP Parade, except for my dang in bulk. I don't know where it is, guys. How could I have lost it? Literally, how could I have lost it? I guess one of my cats could have taken off with it. Probably is under my chair. Hey, I'm going to check my finishes just to make sure I didn't finish it. I don't think I would have. I think I would have taken it off my list. I did just finish a project today, so that's good. So I currently have... It was, I think, 62 the other day, but I just finished one. So that's... But I don't know if that was before I started the few this week. That's okay. It's somewhere around 60s. So... Alright, guys. Hopefully I'll find in bulk sometime. Maybe it'll be in my finishes pile and I can just take it off my list. That'd be great. Anyway, so that's the end of my WIP Parade. My next one that I will film will be my plans for 2025. So stay tuned because I'm really excited about some of that. Alright, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.